The city held a community meeting to address proposed plans for what's called a low-barrier homeless shelter to be located on East 12th Street.
Well, the shelter will serve as temporary housing to help homeless people find a home. Local 3's Jeremiah Beatty has more about that. Jeremiah.
Cindy, Greg, the city is proposing to build a homeless shelter that would be open all hours of the day. It will be low barrier access, which means anybody can get in. The idea has received mixed reactions.
This has been talked about for a long time in Chattanooga.
City officials say the proposed homeless shelter on East 12th Street will help solve the city's growing problem. Kevin Rogue with the city says the site is near support agencies like the Chat Foundation and Salvation Army, making it a suitable location.
And we view it as an opportunity to really help put up some guardrails and some tighter organization to that effort.
Mary Mae Williamson has lived near the proposed site for 2 decades. She opposed a similar plan in 2006 and still opposes.
What I've seen, what I've heard, what I've researched, all of it points to a model that is totally different than a low barrier shelter.
She believes a low barrier shelter would not solve the problem, especially in a community already struggling to feel secure.
Until they realize the detriment and the harm that they're going to do, we're never going to be safe. There's never going to be a secure neighborhood. We're never going to realize the dreams that a lot of us had for our area.
Others believe the homeless shelters would work. One police officer says many people with nowhere to go are being taken to crowded hospitals or jails.
We have to try something, and I'm willing to give it a shot.
Williamson says the city should implement a housing first model.
You put a roof over their head, and then you give them supportive services to meet them where they are and to help them get to a place of self-sufficiency.
Leaders drafting a proposal for the site have a lot to consider: security, workforce development, and mental health support.
Regardless of how you feel about this particular project, we all have the same desire, which is to improve the conditions out there as you walk around the city and to help people who are in need.
City officials say they are wanting to gather more community input before finalizing a decision. You can catch the next community meeting on November 15th. In studio, I'm Jeremiah Beatty.